the message of the oppressed Polish nation to US President Joe Biden. We have today 19th of February 2023 and I am talking from Poland. My name is Teresa Garland and I am electoral president of the Republic of Poland Social Constitutional Committee. We actively work to respect and enforce natural human rights, the Constitution and democracy in Poland. I would like you, Mr. Biden, just to listen a few words from Polish nation. Dear Mr. President, the Polish nation is appalled by the next steps taken by the Kabbalistic government in Poland to push Poland into war with Russia. We have no doubt that Poland has no interest in waging war against Russia. All the more so considering the fact that Russian President Vladimir Putin defends the religious values of Eastern Orthodox Christianity and advocates the existence of sovereign nation states instead of the enslaving state and nations globalism. This is opposed against the will of the Polish nation by the President of Poland, Andrzej Duda, who, as it turned out in practice, is a globalist. He is a pagan. He is the one who, with his decisions, led to the collapse of the Polish judiciary system, to chaos and to legal and institutional anarchy in Poland, the result of which can be nothing else than the fall and disintegration of the Polish state. Now he calls for help from foreign troops, including American and NATO troops, in order to occupy us and definitely make a partition of Poland and hand over to the international criminals part of our Polish territory. I urge you, Mr. Joe Biden, please define your position. What are you defending? Whose side are you on? It is on the side of the Polish nation, integrity of our state, or on the side of anti-Polish Viper tribe that rules Poland? What guides you in your decisions? You are at the head of a Christian state that has been managed for over 200 years by a satanic criminal Viper tribe that has been pushing American troops and America's allies to constant wars. We in Poland, unfortunately, are also dealing with this criminal Viper tribe that has taken over the Polish judiciary system, in which there is no law, no justice, no realization of good of man from the point of view of his spiritual and mental nature, no respect human rights, there is no freedom. There is only legal and institutional violence of satanic Viper judges. Soon, Poles acting directly based on Article 4 of the Polish Constitution will introduce a new law in the courts, a law that will restore dignity and justice to Poles, as well as law and institutional order. We hope that the American ambassador in Poland, Mr. Mark Brzezinski, will not interfere in this, because if he interferes, he will give himself and America a testimony of who he is and who he serves. The satanic viper tribe. Future generations of Poles will not forget it. Please remember that Poles are not idiots. We are aware of the fact that your arrival in Poland in February 2023 is most likely related to ensuring the implementation of the new globalist world order in Poland and sending Polish soldiers to the east in order to implement the Kabbalistic agenda. Further expansion of the Viper tribe to the east in order to take power over the whole world and implementation of Satan's rule. There is no and there will be no consent of the Polish nation to a war with Russia. There is no and there will be no consent of Polish soldiers to go and fight on the Eastern Front. There is no and there will not be consent of the Polish nation to the introduction of a new global world order in Poland. If American troops contribute to the enslavement of the Polish nation, then in the future compensations for the descendants of Poles will be paid by American taxpayers, just as the German taxpayer paid other nations for the damages of World War II. We have no doubt that American troops were brought to Poland to exploit us, to occupy our country, to perform a territorial partition on our country, to detach its eastern and southeastern parts from Poland and transfer it to the Viper tribe, using for it the law of the state of war threat. We do not agree to the implementation of the partition of Poland by the hands of especially by the hands of American soldiers who are alleged allies. Mr. President Biden, I encourage you to follow President Kennedy's courage and determination and lead America to true freedom and true democracy. Please put aside the Viper advisors and take the New Testament Bible in your hand to find answers to doubts about how you should act. I especially recommend you the Bible book, The Wisdom of Sirach, chapter 37. I especially recommend the following quotes. Every advisor highly values his advice, and yet there is also one who advises in his favor. Beware of the counselor, and first learn what his needs are. Because he advises to his advantage, he will not stand in front of you because he advises to his advantage whether he will not gain something from you as if by faith, and lest saying to you, your way is good. He will not stand in front of you to look at what will come to you. Keep acquaintance with a pious man, and also with those men whom you know keep the commandments, who is similar to your soul in your soul, and who, if you fall, will sympathize you. Then follow the advice of your heart, for there is nothing more worthy of faith than it. The Son of Man sometimes speaks more than the 7 watchers sitting on the top to look out. And above all, ask the Most High to guide your steps along the path of truth. End of the quote. The Polish nation is interested in only one alliance, the international alliance of the primacy of good over evil. This alliance can only be implemented through peaceful means, through the implementation in each state of its religious values in law, resulting from the beliefs of each nation. And at the international level, there is the right of nations to self-determination. Poland is a Christian country, because the vast majority of Poles belonging to the Roman Catholic Church of the Latin Rite. Therefore, Poles are entitled to have the system of law based on the natural law, the Decalogue, the principle of love of neighbor, and the gospel of the New Testament. Poles who, due to the anti-Polish actions of the Viper judges, have not yet regained the proper state and have not yet implemented belonging to Poles law, and therefore have not been able to put their own state in order, have neither the moral right nor the moral obligation to clean up beyond our borders. It should also be mentioned that Ukraine is not a Catholic country. Ukraine belongs to the Russian religious system, to Orthodox Christianity. Mr. President Biden, if God is with us, who is against us? Please consider which side you are on, and whether your country, and whether your coming to Poland makes sense. Post-scriptum. Will the US military, already in Poland, support Poles in clearing Polish courts of bad criminal Viper judges? This would be the first real tangible proof that the American empire is on the side of good and not on the side of evil. God bless you and America. May God protect the Polish nation and the Polish state. Amen. I combine greetings with respect, your faithfully Teresa Garland, Electoral President of the Republic of Poland, 19th of February 2023. Thank you for hearing.